Okay, Coach, this game had a little bit of everything.
Yeah, it did. Not being able to get one scrimmage in early on, it was kind of challenging to know that we were going to have to get involved in a ball game without a lot of prep or practice, with another team. So on top of that, you blend in this rain that affected us early on. So I was really proud of the kids, the way they performed even in the rain. A little disadvantage with the slick ball and conditions that they were in the first half, but they played well. Proud of it.
Now, Goldthwaite really just tried to run straight at you, and they didn't try to fool you or anything like that. They just tried to go line to line.
Yeah, that's how that offense is designed to operate. It's a smash mouth offense, a slot T, and they want to grind out 3 or 4 yards and get a first down every 3 plays, and bleed the clock as much as they can to try to get the ball in the end zone. And I told our kids the most important thing is keep the ball out of the end zone. They're going to get some yards here or there. That's just design of that offense. But our job is to make that yardage gain minimal and keep them out of the end zone. So we did a pretty good job of it.
Well, you did have at the end of the first half, they had a pretty good drive going, and y'all were able to get an interception, but it would have been over on downs anyway. And they only completed one drive.
Yeah. When they came out in the second half and got into a little spread formation, kind of locked us down there for a minute. We didn't make the right call, and then they busted the quarterback right up the pipe, and he was able to make quite a few yards on that particular play, and it flipped the field for them. So that's stuff we've got to learn to adjust to. We're still young in a lot of areas. It's a learning process for many of these kids. But it was a good step.
What did you see that you liked on the offensive side of the ball?
Well, my concern coming in was the performance of our offensive line. Offensive line, you really have to gel. They have to work as one. We had a lot of inexperienced kids that hadn't had a lot of varsity reps, that were playing up front. So my big concern was how well they performed as a group. And I think for the most part they did a pretty good job. I was very pleased with the effort up front. Now, they were fairly consistent in what they were doing. So of course, when we get a chance to watch the film, we get to evaluate it more. But overall, I thought they did well.
Yeah, and Goldthwaite has some pretty big bodies in there on their line.
Yeah, they do.
All right, on defense, what did you like?
I think we missed some tackles, which is expected early in the season. I think the biggest thing we're worried about is learning to play with each other, trusting each other, doing their job, and if you do yours, they do theirs, and everything fits together. So I think for the most part, we really worked well as a group, and minimal yardage gained for the most part, and a lot of it had to do with being in the right place at the right time. And we just got to shore up the tackling and get a little better there, I think.
Okay, and what do we have coming up next week?
We got Bruceville Eddy at Bruceville Eddy next week, Friday night at 7:30. So it'll be a little different animal. They're a spread team, so it'll be a little different than the slot T, obviously. But we'll be ready for it.
Okay, so next Friday night, 7:30 at Bruceville Eddy.
At Bruceville Eddy, yes.
Okay, see you then.
All right.